Hello and welcome to the Vassilea Romaean channel. We continue playing our Viking Age campaign, this time as Vasileus Theophanes the Terrible. In the previous episode, his uncle, the great Emperor Antiochus the Saint, died at the ripe old age of 63, and he died a natural death. He was a great guy who restored the Christianity to its primal state. He restored the Pentarchy, and that's why he's called Saint. So, now his nephew inherited the throne, and his nephew, not such a good person, he's called the Terrible. He's impaler, he's cruel, he's deceitful, he's drunkard, and he's also stressed. The guy also wants to revoke the Duchy of Tuscany. Which is not something that we actually have to do, I think. Yeah, let's cancel the plot. And since he was the previous ruler of the Exarchate of Ravenna, we inherited all these mess. And the mess is really formidable, because the small counts of these Exarchate, they somehow created all of these duchies. I don't really understand how did that happen, because for example in Africa that never seems to happen. They just don't do this shit there. In Africa the Exarchate system works perfectly, but for some reason here in Italy it doesn't seem to be working at all, and I have no idea why. Anyway, something has to be done about it, so let's jump right into it. First of all, let's revoke this title, the Prince Archbishopric of Spoleto. And we can actually imprison this guy with quite a good chance. Not necessarily gonna work, but that's a good chance. So we did it. Nice. Well, first of all, let us purchase the claim on the duchy, and then let's revoke the title. So, first of all, let us revoke the barony, then let us revoke the duchy, and then the county. That way it is under our control. There we go. So, next we are going to establish the Exarchate yet again. And I put my son Alexandros into the position. We'll give him County of Ravenna. First, let's see, yes, we have a barony here that I don't actually need. My son Alexandros will be Count of Ravenna, as well as the Exarch of, at this point, only the Stratihos of Ravenna. So there we go. At least this thing is out of the way. Next we are going to deal with the Thema Longobardia, which is the most messy of all. This guy controls one county, and I'll give him all of these 2 counties. And also County of Region. There you go. So we also control this one, and I'll give it to him as well. County of Vulcania. Good. Now we at least don't hold anything that is not ours here. Next we would have to deal with these claimants who held the who actually possess these duchies. And these duchies are nothing more than titular titles, since there is no de jure territories that under their jurisdiction anymore. So let us start at least with the county of Salerno. First we will revoke we will purchase the claim here, and then we will revoke the county from him. And there's a kind of event. Old treasures. I have recently inherited an item from Vasilev's Antiochus. It has probably seen better days, Master, the guard tells me before continuing. We are sorry to bother you with this. We just weren't sure whether to get rid of it or not. Tongue of a saint. Okay, let's pay for it. Okay. Let's wait for it. It was a memorable funeral and procession full of honors for Vasilev's Antiochus of the Byzantine Empire. His body now rests in peace in the mausoleum at Halicarnassus. Everybody will remember how I honored him. Praise the Lord, and we gain 150 prestige and 50 piety. Good. So he actually gave us the title, and now there's this guy who only has barony. Now I can actually revoke the duchy without any problems. And let's see, we also would like to choose a crown focus as well as the ambition. That would be to forge a bloodline. And let's change our focus. Or actually no, we are not going to change it because I'm going to use some intrigue this time. Let's choose our heir. Let's choose our cousin Constantinus. Now this guy created a duchy. Not a good idea. Wait a sec, swaying this guy. I don't need this anymore. So Duchy of Lucania is now here, and we will destroy it. And also you, my friend, will have to give me this, because I don't want you to have it. These titular titles are useless. unnecessary. To you, I'll give the also County of the Duchy of Spoleto has to be destroyed as well. To you, I will give the County of Salerno. There you go. And I'll make you the Exarch of, or not Exarch, the Stratihos of Langobardia, including all lower titles. Now you are the Exarch of Langobardia. Why I keep calling him Exarch, I don't understand. Anyway, now there's 3 duchies that, actually even 4 duchies that are titular duchies that should not exist. To simply revoke them would not be a good idea because our vassals would hate me. I already have quite a formidable penalty, minus 60 to our relationship with all of my vassals because I revoked some duchies already. That's not a good thing. So instead of trying to revoke them right away, I will plot to revoke them. That way I will be able to safely do that. Let's see who can join my... Oh, nobody actually would. Oh no, this guy will. I will invite him. And let's try to actually replace this guy with someone else. This guy would do. I'll also give him a honorable title, and I'll give him title of court physician and royal custodian, as well as patricios. And I'll also give him a gift. Yes. So that way this guy would love me and be a good mysticos. We will send him in here to build a spy network in order to increase our plot power. Next we will choose the region. That would be our cousin Constantinus. And Kaiser, that would be my son. Is that my second, or actually first son? No, I don't see him. Anyway, I'll choose my second son, Alexandros. He was here somewhere. Yeah, there he is. Antiphatos, Exarch of Africa, and court tutor. Court tutor. This woman, Augusta. Okay, well, she's a wife of my brother. Or uncle. She's a wife of the Emperor Antiochus the Saint, so she's Augusta. At least she's considered to be. Anyway, next. Next I was thinking about if I should establish officially this thema in here. Maybe I actually should. It looks way too beautiful not to. So let's first of all let's designate the kingdom of Ravenna as a receiving kingdom, and then we will transfer this duchy into kingdom of Ravenna, and then we will transfer all of the counties. Pisa is the last one. There we go. Wait a second. Why it is now considered a part of Kingdom of Syria? I don't understand. Didn't I designate it as a receiving kingdom? I did. Wait, that was a bug of some kind. Certainly. That was a bug, I guess, because I remember designated this duchy as a part of Kingdom of Ravenna. Anyway, we shall wait until we get 100 piety in order to transfer it to a proper kingdom. And we can use our favor on this guy and call in succession support. And I can appoint him Symbasileuses. Actually, he hates me for some reason. Oh. Oh my. Now he is considered to be fired from council, even though I never did. I just appointed him a coroller. Oh well, anyway. We have to do something. Sevastos, so let's send him a gift. Well, he still doesn't like us much. Let's put some other guy into position of maestros. This, for example, though he hates us. And a gift. Okay, now he at least doesn't hate us too much. And let's send him to here in order to improve diplomatic relationships with us, with our cousin slash heir. Well, next, yeah, we shall wait for this duchy to be revoked. Now, the army is here. Let's actually send it. Well, there is no need to send it here because army of the Stratihos of Arminiacon is big enough already to deal with them. Instead, we will send it to Constantinople. Okay, the plot power now is 52. Can we root? Well, unfortunately we cannot invite anyone else. So we'll have to deal with this kind of plot power. Also, we now have a dangerous faction. Which one? This one. And they all hate my guts, and there's nothing I can do about it. Yeah, well, whatever. Probably there will be a civil war at some point. Now let's send them to Thessaloniki. Or no, instead I'll raise a fleet. And I'll send them to Rome herself. Okay, now there's some barbarian trying to ravage my lands. Also, I want to forbid him from leading armies. That is 3,000, more than enough to deal with these barbarians at the gates. Yes, there we go. There's the army. Kyriakos and Nikolaos. And you go to the city. Now let us disband this fleet. Yes, the barbarians are dealt with. And now we can disband this army. We also have enough prestige in order to transfer duchy to the Kingdom of Ravenna. I don't understand. Now I certainly don't understand what is the problem here. Well, it says it is a part of Kingdom of Ravenna. But if you look at this, it says it's Kingdom of Syria. What exactly the problem here? That's some weird stuff going on. Certainly a kind of a bug. Now let's send this army. Okay, first to Chieti. Oh no. Excellent. Yes, this is pointless. Great. Then to Ravenna. We'll raise a fleet here. So we inherited Duchy of Dacia. There's this guy and this guy. One of them is ambitious, other not so much, but he's also quite an incapable ruler. So I'll put this guy into the position. There you go. And I'll give you a title of Patricios and Pacius. Good. Marshal. Let's put this guy. That is an imprisoned girl, and I, for some reason, getting messages about all of these imprisoned people. About their upbringing. As if it is important to me. Now, let's send this army to Dianora. There we go, now we can disband this fleet. Then we get some reinforcement and we'll send this army here, and that would have to be done fast because the city is gonna fall quite soon. So even though the morale of our troops is low, it will suffice. Now, there is a faction and there's gonna be a war. Theophanes, I name you a pretender. Stratihos Maximus of Liburnia is the true ruler of the Byzantine Empire, recognized by myself and no other nobles. Relinquish the title or there will be war. I will not be blackmailed. So now there's a civil war going on. Okay. And yeah, now there's also battle with this guy. Let us ransom this woman. Large bands of rebels and opportunists are flocking to the banner of the faithless traitor Megistos in Iconium. Okay. I can see that. Okay. Well, there's no need for search for now. Let's get some additional troops from... Well, we got diarrhea. Isn't it beautiful? Very well. And we inherited Duchy of Longobardia. Now let's see. This guy from Chetty inherited all of his land, so he'll be the next Stratios. There we go, and he still hates me. Okay, if I make him Antipatos, then Patricios, and also send him a gift, he would still hate me. Got it. Oh, my wife died. What a tragedy. Let's marry a new woman. Well, this will suffice, I guess. Yes. Okay, let's see what our medicus can do. I'm glad I had Leontius. Okay. Oh my, so basically the guy died. Well, very well then. Rule of the Vasilevs Theophanes wasn't too long. It was less, or maybe a bit more than a year. And also we lost a title. And now, who's the king of Ravenna? This guy. Well, this is as far from optimal as it can possibly be. Great Vasilevs, Constantinus the Seventh, and a powerful group of loyalists have presented an ultimatum to the usurper Vasilevs Constantinus pardon your rule or wish us luck, sign. What does that mean even? The treasure country has a wall of iron here from Vasilevs. Yes, let us do this. Let us also not get too involved in learning. Share the knowledge, share the knowledge. Well, things are not very... Let's disband these guys. Then there's these. Now, I wanted to give these lands independence, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Grant-wise royalty, or actually let a title Duchy of Slovakia, including all other titles to this guy, and I'll make him independent. Yes, there you go. Well, then there is this, or actually let it Duchy of Liga, including all lower titles. Dux Artemius of Tamiatis. Should I actually split the kingdom of Egypt into two separate themas? Because as it is right now, it's way too big, if you ask me. I'll guess I'll make Lower Egypt and Upper Egypt instead of having just one giant duchy. So basically, in order not to revoke anything from this guy, I will designate this duchy as a receiving duchy, and I will transfer some of these counties into this duchy. Including Fayum. There we go. Now we will rename this title Lower Egypt. Egyptian. Great. And this one we will also rename as Upper Egypt. Great. So now let us give this guy all of the counties that are rightfully his. County of Alexandria. Baronies here? No, we don't have any baronies, it seems. So I'll give you Duchy of Alexandria. Do we personally hold any more? No. So that would have to be transferring a vassalage. There you go, there you go. And there's this guy who is now Dux of Lower Egypt. Then we will find someone here who is content. Yeah, this guy is content. I'll grant him Viceroyalty of Upper Egypt. And I'll make him an Exarch of Egyptus, including all lower. Also, before doing that, designate a receiving kingdom, and after that we will transfer the duchy to the kingdom of Egyptus. Okay, at least here it works properly. Now you will be the Exarch of Egyptus. There you go. I'll also make him Antipatos. And there's the positions. This guy. Then there's other people. Augusta, my wife. Guys, let's put this guy into position, this guy, and this guy, and the regent Exarch of Egyptus. Successor nomination. This guy is not, well, he's my son. Why can I choose him though? Seems I just cannot choose him. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. Construction and appoint in skirmish technologies. So, next. wants to marry my courtier, which is more than good for me, and I will accept it. So we also basically finish the sieges in this county. Now there's... okay, these barbarians can't do anything about it. So these guys seem to be holding some lands in here. Yes, he does. Okay. These are all republics. Okay, let's at least take Avalonas from him. He says yes, good enough. Ask politely. Okay, and also our vassals in the northern Italy actually getting some lands for our empire. Now let's make our son the Stratios of Illyria. There you go. Okay, now I understand why I couldn't choose my son, because he has heroin. That is apparently a bad trait for a Roman emperor to have. Okay, let's choose this Pelagius guy. We inherited Duchy of Kilikia. And I'll make this one the Stratios. As always, content people make the best vassals. Also, Pannonia, Kilario, Silistria. Okay, we can imprison this guy. Okay. That would mean we can actually revoke his title without any problems and consequences. No thanks. Crown focus on Ravenna, or Adrianopolis I meant. Let's blackmail this guy. Excellent. Scheme. Then the first. Good. Also look at that. Let's go there and fight this army at least. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, we lost some prestige. There's nothing new. City holding is built in Alexandria. I'll give it to this guy. Good. Yes, now let's run from here as far as we can, because we won't be able to defeat this giant army. Damn it, no way out. No. 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 Fuck. Let's at least try to bring some reinforcements. Maybe, just maybe, we will be able to win this battle, since we have some bonus in mountains. Will we? Please. Yes, we won. God damn it, that was like... They had an army that is 2 times more, like, bigger than ours. Still we won it. God damn it, that was beautiful. Now they sent yet another army here. This madman. Good. And now we will actually try to fight them. And yet again the city of Kherson is suffering. Good. Then we go there. So yet another city somewhere here. I see the guy was quite a builder. Send some reinforcements. Also, we would have to be dealing with this guy, because if we don't, he will win simply because of war score. Finish a study on the art of war and hopefully have learned something in the progress. Finally. Now let's gather a fleet in Travunia, and then let's send... Okay, well, she's unfaithful. Anyway. Send the guy here. Okay, I will accept. There we go, and then to Foggia. Or is it should sound in Italian? It's, I guess, Foggia. Now he proposes a white peace decline. Sorry, but no white pieces with people like you. To fight this small army yet again, and then we will go to the county of Interamnion. herself lately. The woman scarcely eats anything, never sleeps, and is quickly turning into a walking skeleton. If she keeps going like this, she might end up wasting away entirely. Well, yeah. Let us warn her as politely as we can. The monument promised by Antipatos Ioannikos is finished. Upon unveiling, a statue of yourself is revealed, and you notice the crowd smiling and giving you a round of applause. I have no words. Now let's send the reinforcement here. Wise choice. I was relieved to see that my word did not go unheard. Adrian thanked me for my concern and promised me that she will strive to lead a more balanced lifestyle in the future. Drake prospers. Duchy of Macedonia. I am sat next to Daniel at a dinner when he tells about a family of Muslims which was struck in his capital, Constantinople. Nothing ages me when people proceed to harm simply because of their faith. Daniel growls. Well, that's what they do in Muslim lands, don't they? To kuffar. So why should we bother? They were Muslims and only have themselves to blame. Yes. Surrender, yes you will. Now let us send our army to Brandisium, and from you I will revoke the title and the county as well. I'll give the county, wait, first of all let's destroy this. Let us give the title to this guy, Emperor Macedonia. He's attractive. Does he look attractive though? I wouldn't say so. Yes. Now we'll give the county of Caramel to this guy. And now he likes us, actually. Anywhere else? He's currently in okay, Constantinus. I see it. Or we can actually send this army to Amalfi and besiege the county. Also barbarians at the gate, as usual. Battle is a victory. Okay, there's yet another horde of barbarians. Hammud of Shia uprising has declared the Byzantine Shia revolt on Vasilev's Constantinus of the Byzantine Empire. Accused infidels. Well, I hope the Exarch of Egypt will deal with that. farmers prepare for sowing their spring crops, your court chaplain suggests that you bring out the holy relic in procession and bless the fields. Surely this would increase the likelihood of a bountiful harvest this year, as it will bless the land and pacify the peasants. For some reason. Probably because we already did, yes. Yes, the share pricing is dealt with. Let's see if we can actually, yes. Okay, perfect. That's not what we need at this point. Positions, form statecraft. Let's actually put the Serapion Exarch of Egypt into the position. Well, we can actually hire some additional troops from Thrace. That is 8,000, which is not too many, unfortunately. Okay, that's about 10,000, well, 10,000 that are quite a formidable force. Okay. Yes, we finished the siege of Amalfi. Let's send the army to Brundisium. Okay, there's a band of barbarians in Adrianopolis. Can we intercept them? Yes, we can. Comidia is looted. Never a good sign. Let's see. Yes, that's enough. Let's send them to Colonos. I've received a request for additional funds from my Mysticus Leontius. He's worried that it's too easy for spies to make their way inside your home and wants to take precautionary measures against hostile operations. It can have to be a little safer. Let's disband this fleet and send this army to Epirus. Antipatron loves physical games and is developing a strong physique. I should focus on teaching her bravery. Yes, that's that. This war isn't going quite as I thought it would. I lost more men per battle than I planned, and the sieges are going forever. More manpower and more siege weapons are what I need. Perhaps a friend could assist me with this. I need no help. This war will be soon won. Yes. Vanish. Kill. Let's besiege this one. Then let's kill. 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 So let's get some reinforcements to this army. Earlier today, my mysticus Leontidas presented his plan to catch any sneaky spies at court. He has weakened the floorboards in strategic places to make sure a creaking noise is always heard when someone moves around during the night. Now, if only I could get rid of this terrible headache. Home defense. Well, Kazan is under siege yet again. We inherited Obsequium. Let's give it to this guy. Well, okay, pause the game and let us try to send this army to Kherson, because the city has to be saved. It was looted way too many times. Now let's send this army to here and we will attack them. And you will return to Nicomedia. Duchy of Thracicia, so one less rebellious Stratios. This guy content, and I'll make him Bacchus. We also inherited them Syria Palestina. This kid will be the next one. I don't know who's this guy even. I don't know and I don't care. Game for a second. This guy we will ransom and this guy we will... Let's execute him. Send this army to Iconium. Or actually instead we will go to Amorion, Akroinon and to Suzopolis. Duchy of Bulgaria is inherited, and I'll give it to this guy. He's ambitious, he'll be Kuropalatis and Epatius. And I'll also send him a gift. And now he likes me. Great, we finish with the siege. Actually, let's send this army to Iconium instead. Actually, we lost the battle. Well, that is not optimal. But not surprising, because this army wasn't the Imperial professional army. It was a militia. No armor is large enough to fit me, no horse strong enough to carry me. Constantinople's blacksmith is currently working day and night, designing a new reinforced throne for my courtroom, just so I can have something that is stable and wide enough to sit on. Well, that's funny. Also, his beard actually hiding his, chin. So let us, I need a die. Good, 90%. Well, let's send this army to Iconium and this army to Akroinon. Oh, so it's basically too big of an army to be supported by such a small province. Antipater often speak in reverence of the wise women of old, saying she wants to be like them. What a lovely child. Your ecclesiarch Bishop Macarius of Didymotechon. Well, that's quite a name. The Inquisitor has been discovering charging money for warriors' religious favors, putting the gold in his own pockets. Intolerable. Intolerable. And this guy will be the next ecclesiarch. No, the war will be won soon. And that's exactly what I was shocking about. Enforce demands, there we go. Let's choose an ambition to forge a bloodline. And let's choose a focus. Well, let's not change this one since because we are stressed and we have health -1 and that can be dangerous. Let's see. We should rework type of this from the guy. Let us revoke the barony from him. Okay, we'll have some problems with relationships again, but that's something we have to deal with. First of all, let us destroy the duchy. Second, let us put a subject here, and then we will transfer the county to this guy. There you go. Now we can actually disband the army. Yes, and yes. And now there's only Imperial retinue. Let's send it back to Constantinople. Let's increase the size of our retinue. There we go. Now let's send this army to Italy. Very well, let's be merciful. Genoa. Now let's declare war on this guy. He's an heretic, so we can simply declare holy war. Okay, who are you, King of Franconia? So a holy war it is then. So Duchy of Pannonia is inherited. Okay, they are both ambitious. Patricius, Epacius. Who is this guy? Count of Sinop. Okay, whatever. Victory. Grand Master of the Knights is imprisoned. Or is he the Grand Master? Yeah, he is. So we can actually ransom him. There we go. All of these lands are part of these guys' duchy, which is not optimal. Let's purchase the claims for all of this. And then we will simply revoke all of these titles. Milano. County of Brescia. Okay, will retract this guy from him. Good. This guy is a Berber. And we will revoke the title from him as well. There you go. Then let us find someone at our court. Heir to the kingdom of Ravenna, so he wouldn't be the best candidate. Daniel. Well, he's not an heir to anything, it seems, so I'll make him the Count of Milano, as well as I'll create the Duchy of Milan, and I'll give it to this guy. There we go. As well as we would have to revoke something from these people. Purchase a claim, and let's purchase a claim. And then we will revoke County of Cremona. Well, maybe he says, if he wants a war, he'll get a war. And there we go. And what is also beautiful, the King of Ravenna declared a war on us. And that's very good, because I will be able to revoke the title from him. That's exactly what I wanted to do from the very beginning. Let's fight them now. A petty noble from Würzburg has spent a week visiting Constantinople, constantly bragging about his wealth and estates back home, insulting his local peers and behaving like royalty. Your courtiers are quick sick of him and are asking you to take action. Let's do that. All is well. So Constantinople is under siege. Then there's also a Shia uprising. Oh, what did just happen? Oh, we inherited these. Good. But we are still at war with that guy. Isn't it beautiful? And then we'll just find some other guy at our court. There you go. And then we shall fight you. Accept. The Shia uprising is dealt with. We won a battle. Good, let's raise the forces. also. Also, let's raise some additional troops from here. It is about 8,000. Let's send them to Adrianopolis. Everyone is dying. And something is happening everywhere. Thanks, but no thanks. And now we are also temperate. Or at least considered such. I'm married to a woman I love, and it is such a blissful state. I wish everyone could experience love such as ours. Okay, we have two options. We can either lose stress or depressed trait. Well, let's choose this one. 8,000 troops. So we can get some additional troops from Calliopolis. Or was it the Traianopolis actually? Good. From base and from the city. Also from Sequium. Great, 40,000 troops. Let's send them to Thessaloniki. And then let's try to engage them. Oh my, look at that, they got another army here. Actually quite a big one. Much bigger than what we have. And we can only fight it if we get some additional troops from Asia Minor. And even that is not necessarily gonna be enough. So in summary, that would be 20,000 troops, still a smaller force than what they have. Wait, what did just happen here? Why did the border change? Oh, because this guy joined the rebellion for some reason. Okay, anyway. Temple of Hellas. Let's make this guy the Stratihos of Anatolia. And let's send this army to Thebes. Ecclesiarch Pavlos burst into your chambers, flanked by several warriors dragging Stratigos, Comitas the Wise with them in chains. My vassals, I have procured an irrefutable evidence that this man consorts with Lucifer's own. What shall be done with him? Let's burn the upstate. Well, that's a revolt of almost the whole of Italy against my rule. That's funny enough. They got 30,000 troops. Oh my. Can we escape the battle somehow? Well, no. And there's, I guess, nothing that can be done. That's 120 ships. If we somehow can get those ships to Thebes in time, there is a chance we can pull out a daring escape. Yes. An evacuation. Let's send it there. Or actually no, stop it. Let us send it to Italy instead, to Ravenna. Okay, that's all good. These people think they can outsmart the Emperor. Oh, how mistaken they are. By the way, where is his capital? Yes, in Thebes. Well, they surrendering. I shall accept. And who is he exactly at war with? Now, first of all, let us revoke the duchy title from this guy. Then we will purchase all the claims. Then we will also destroy this one. Then I will revoke everything from him. For he is a traitor. Then this guy, revoke title, county of Dutch, rather Duchy of Neapolis. Then we will purchase claim for this, and we will revoke the county. And I also give it, well, not before destroying the title. Grandlander title, county of Gaeta. There we go, and now he controls the whole thing, finally. Next. This guy. So, this one controls this county. I will revoke it, and I'll give it to this boy. County of Thieves. There we go. What more do you have? Okay. Now you. Kingdom of Ravenna. Now all you control is simply... Let's see... Was it... There was a holding here. Okay, Baron Gregoras of Elbasan. Let's transfer the vassalage to this guy. Now it's proper. And this guy now controls only this county of Syracuse. Or instead of that, I can actually revoke the title from him. And I'll give it to him. There we go. This guy, I cannot give him the county of Rome because he's at war with the guy. Can we make him peace? Make him accept peace with the county of Rome, since he'll receive it anyway. Well, yes, that will do. Let's be merciful. And now we can put this person into position of the Exarch. Great. Yes, and this thing with Syria, it's actually indeed a kind of a bug, because in all the other aspects it is considered a part of the Exarchate of Ravenna, but only on this map it says that it's Syria. I don't know why, don't ask me. Next, we actually now have been playing for 10 years already, even a bit more. And that's quite a long episode, I suppose. A bit longer than usual. And I guess I'm gonna stop it right here. Okay, that's good enough for me. So basically, now we are going to finish the episode here. Well, it was mostly about administrating and dealing with your unruly vassals. Not so much of conquest, but still quite an interesting one. Well, share, subscribe, like. I'll see you in the next one, my friends. Bye bye.